I didn't want to do it. Really didn't want to do it. But it's the grind. The grind made me do it. So, to upgrade the modules on your ship, you can visit NPCs called engineers, who each specialize in upgrading a specific type of module. So, stronger lasers, faster thrusters, longer jumps, that sort of thing. Now, to make those upgrades, the engineers use materials. You need to provide those materials, and the grind to get enough of them can be quite tedious. But there are a number of ways to obtain them. They can be rewards from missions, salvage from planetary wrecks, or you can scavenge them from the carcasses of the ships of lawless, ruthless pirates that you bring to final justice so that they can no longer prey on the innocent lives of miners and explorers. That's right, not only can you help out your fellow citizens, you can earn a little something for being the honorable protector of the community that you are. And there's another way. In the system with the wonderfully catchy name of Col 285 Sector RF-C B14-7, there's this tourist point called Hot Jupiter. It's basically a gas giant snuggled right up next to a T-Tari-type star. It's actually a fairly rare alignment, and it's pretty interesting to see up close. So interesting, in fact, that space tourists flock here on passenger liners to take in the breathtaking view of this celestial dance. And there's one more interesting tidbit about this cozy little system. Outside of the tourist lines that jump in and out, it's completely unpopulated. And therefore, it's technically an anarchy system. Which means there are no consequences for anything anyone does here. No fines, no bounties, no police response. Just lots of big, juicy tourist liners. Filled with engineering materials. Tons and tons of engineering materials. So, what am I saying here? I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that you should take your combat ship to System Call 285 Sector RF-C B14-7, and you should not stock up on limpets before you head to the Hot Jupiter beacon. And you should definitely not wait for the haulers and orcas and beluga liners to jump into the system. And whatever you do, under no circumstances should you even consider massacring these poor, largely defenseless ships who tend to only defend themselves by dropping the occasional proximity mine behind them, even though you will face no repercussions whatsoever for doing so. So, I am definitely not saying any of that. However, if there should happen to be some unfortunate catastrophic accident aboard one of these helpless passenger liners, you would see it drop grade 2, 3, and 4 manufactured materials, which you could then conceivably scoop up with your collector limpets. And, by the way, there are usually a few fleet carriers parked around the area to replenish your limpets should you run out. Of course, that would take a lot of very unfortunate accidents among these passenger liners for you to need to restock, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Because if it did, once you maxed out, you could conceivably trade up to higher grade materials at a nearby material trader, then come back until you've basically maxed out every manufactured material you could ever need in a fairly short time. But I wouldn't know. I would never do such a thing. Oh, and don't ask me where I got this footage. I got it from a friend who was asking me to hold it for him. They're not real people. They're just NPCs. They're just NPCs. Which means I can get grade 3 lightweight sensors now. Neat.